Communication design is a transformative discipline by definition. It has the power to shape opinions and worldviews through visuality. And this makes communication design an act of responsibility, especially in a changing communicative environment where social value is paramount. In this framework, the project I'm going to present today, We Say Stop, Graphic Design to Combat Violence Against Women, serves as an example of students fostering change among their peers, emphasizing the agency of young generations and the importance of awareness actions from the community for the community. Narrating gender-based violence from new angles is essential for addressing it effectively. Social communication in Italy struggles to engage the public effectively, often failing to address the issue critically. Current approaches tend to hold women responsible, excluding men from the discussion and prompting pity for victims through sentimental narratives rather than fostering reflection and change. The dominant narrative needs to be overturned in favor of a language that provokes, disturbs, and opens new debates, proposing real solutions. The We Say Stop project involves future designers in a paradigm reversal, promoting new perspective on the subject. Through a call for posters, students from several universities were asked to use communication design tools to design posters to denounce, oppose, and prevent violence against women. The target group of the posters was the student community itself, as familiarity with images leads to the identification and the predisposition to adopt suggested behaviors. The designed posters created form a reservoir of themes, strategies, and communicative languages, providing insights into designers' sensitivity. To trigger virtuous paths of peer-to-peer awareness, the selected posters then gave rise to a series of exhibitions at the university venues involved and beyond. I will now quickly delve into some virtuous cases from which modalities of narration and representation of violence emerge as positive examples to grow from. Posters to protest. These posters aim to denounce and highlight specific aspects of a problem to stimulate reflection. An example is the Treccani posters, which mimic the language and typographic style of a well-known encyclopedia and related merchandise. These posters unsettle the observer by providing provocative and hyperbolic definitions of the term donna. A different rhetoric and language were employed by the designers of romanticism or violence to address the topic of stalking. Another strategy involves exposing the mechanisms that perpetuate violence, power relations, and stereotypes. This is exemplified by the triptych Unmasking the Illusion, which targets the phenomenon of pick-up artists. These posters feature quotation from pick-up artist social channels and directly address men with a message: as a man, you wouldn't want someone to trick you like this, would you? And this approach aims to stimulate identification and reflection. Exhortatory posters. These are posters where the exhortatory component prevails, intending to promote a change in attitude or behavior in the recipients. This includes, for example, the campaign Stop Reflect, which focuses on the issue of violent language in song lyrics. Stop Reflect features excerpts of text taken from certain musical lyrics on posters to highlight sexist language. The aesthetics and use of color, along with some graphic elements like play, stop, and pause buttons, help the viewer immediately contextualize what they are reading. The message, Stop Reflect, aims to stimulate reflection on what we hear without listening every day, inviting us to pause. As in many other cases, some data at the end of the poster help provide a correct interpretative key, leaving no room for ambiguity. Declarative enunciative posters. An emblematic example is the pair of posters Forcing a pregnancy is violence and Denying an abortion is violence, where the designers declare and visually translate their stance clearly and concisely. The essential nature of the composition, the concise text, and the use of shouted typography accentuate the assertiveness of the message. giving voice to victim stories. The testimony, direct or indirect, of the victim is a widely used device in social communication, but it often tends to replicate a pitying and compassionate narrative that rarely effectively reaches the observer. The persona projects stand out of this multitude as an example of a wise visual translation of testimony. Service posters. An emblematic case is the project L'aiuto a una chiamata di distanza. The primary function of these 3 posters is to convey information about the anti-violence service, serving as a concrete support tool for victims or those witnessing episodes of violence. These various strategies in communication design highlight the critical role that effective visual narratives play in addressing gender-based violence. By engaging students and communities in creating impactful messages, we not only raise awareness but also foster a culture of reflection and change.